Greetings, everyone, and it's your favorite grumpy old man. And today we're outside for two reasons. One, to test out this GoPro camera, and for two, we're going to discuss a subject that is really irritating me to no end. But first of all, about the GoPro, I noticed on a lot of the action programs and other programs where, especially nature programs, they were using these GoPro cameras. Now, I have the Hero 3, they're up to 8, and since I can't afford a $300 GoPro, I was lucky enough to get this one refurbished for 25 bucks. So we're testing it out. This is the first initial test to see if it works. Now, second item we're going to discuss. My 94 Ranger. Now look at this. Look at the condition of this vehicle. Now we're talking a vehicle that's 26 years old. Of course, you can see I'm the light freak. I got the lights on it. But, you know, 130,000 miles, which is next to nothing. And look at that. Look at that interior. And the amazing thing is, let me show you this. Now this camera doesn't have stabilization, so this vehicle not only has the original owner's manual, which is right there in the door, it has the original factory Ford warranty card, the salesman's card that sold it, and, believe it or not, since it's equipped with a AM/FM cassette, it still has the original Ford demo tape. And the cassette player still works. So, this vehicle, because first of all, the owner took excellent care of it, but it sat in a garage for 10 years. Now, right now it's missing the bed because I had to replace the fuel pump. But here's the story behind it, why it ended up in a garage for 10 years. The owner had new springs from the frame down installed, new gas tank straps, and a new fuel pump. He spent $1,200 to get this work done, okay? Well, 2 weeks after spending all this money, it won't start. It cranked, and cranked, and cranked. And he was one of these type people where he said, screw it. And he has done this with other vehicles too. He shoved it in the garage, and there it sat for 10 years. So, I picked this thing up dirt cheap. Of course, I paid $150 for it because he was going to junk it to pull apart. Unfortunately, it took me a month to get it going originally because I had to put a new fuel pump in, and that's the reason the bed is off the truck. It's easier to pull the bed than to drop the tank. So, besides needing a new fuel pump and fuel lines and fuel filter and complete brake system, and I mean complete, everything, I finally got it running. Was amazing that the injectors weren't clogged. So somewhere along the line I lucked out there. But knowing, and this is where my stupidity comes in, knowing on my other truck I had just replaced the timing belt, I never checked it on this one. And I drove this truck for 2 weeks, and then the timing belt let go. It was late October, getting cold. I can't work in the cold. So I let it set till spring, which was a big mistake. Because once I let it set, I put the belt on. I thought I had it 180 off. I reset the timing. I still couldn't get it going. I had a couple of, quote, mechanics come over, and the last one had the timing set so bad that when we cranked the engine, it went backwards and chewed 12 teeth off the flywheel. Now we come to another situation. We're going on 2 years now, people. 2 years. Here's where the grumpy old man has really gone from elation of having this wonderful condition 94 Ranger. You know, you're looking at a 26-year-old vehicle. I have had, count them, 5. And this isn't a commercial for Subway. I've had 5 different mechanics offer to fix this vehicle. Now, in the front seat is the brand new flywheel. New American-made flywheel, not Advanced Auto Parts made in China flywheel. This is American-made. In the house is a $500 clutch. It's a stage 4, a stage 4 rock climbing / tow truck clutch. I decided if I'm going to put a clutch in this thing, I want the most aggressive clutch possible. So, I have $2,000 worth of parts and still waiting for it to be fixed. And I would like to see it running before the snow falls. And I've had, like I say, 5 different people promise me that they were going to put the clutch in and reset the timing and get it running. The one lucky thing with this is it's a non-interference engine. So when the timing belt broke in the driveway as I was backing in, it does not bend the valves on this engine. That's where I luck out. When I put the timing belt on the other truck, you talk about luck, because I never really said anything. I looked in the manual and it said, this pulley goes here, this pulley goes here, this pulley goes here. And I put the belt on and the truck ran. I should have done this with this one. But no, I read the manual and it said, oh, you know, number 1's got to be on the compression stroke. Well, number 1, if it isn't on the compression stroke, you go a half a turn on a 4-cycle engine and that should give you the compression stroke. I can't get the timing set. It will, but in the house, besides the clutch, is a new set of injectors. Plus, this engine has had everything done to it. I have new ignition coils, new ignition wires. They're all covered up, but I have new ignition coils, new ignition wires. I have brand new spark plugs. So, I mean, I would love to drive this truck again. Like I say, I drove it for 2 weeks. After it took me 30 days to get the thing finally roadworthy and running. But that's the situation, people. And I think we're coming up, I don't know if I'm on 4 minutes and 20 seconds or 10 minutes. But the grumpy old man, we're at 10 minutes. 10 minutes and counting. The grumpy old man would love to have his truck going, because the one you're seeing over my shoulder is also broke down. So I'm screwed. My main vehicle's down and my backup vehicle's down. And with all the doctor's appointments that I have, I need vehicles. So I'm between a rock and a hard place. And the grumpy old man don't like to be there. So I'm going to try to very carefully shut this down. First of all, grumpy old man saying have a good day. Take care, everybody. And we're counting 3, 2, 1. Let's see if I'm hitting the right button, because like I say, this is the first time. Bye-bye.